Hi, hello and welcome. This is A. Charulata from Changalpet, St. Paul's. Class 11 Accountancy, Final Accounts போயிட்டிருக்கு. இதில் Profit and Loss Account related ஆன sums பார்க்குறோம். அதில் exercise sum number 8 இந்த மாடியூலில் பார்க்க போகிறோம். This is a sum given in our textbook regarding the Final Accounts, exercise sum number 8. From the following information, prepare Profit and Loss Account for the year ended 31st December 2016. You all very well know that profit and loss account is nominal in nature. Debit side we have to show all the expenses and losses, and in the credit side we have to show all the incomes and gains. So you will be by this time you would have been thorough with the format of profit and loss account. Okay, now we will move on to the solution. First we will write the format and then we will write the solution for that. So I have kept ready with the format for exercise sum number 8 solution. Okay, profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2016. Particulars rupees. Okay, actually when the profit and loss account inner column outer column varanum, that we will do when we are doing the final accounts too. Adu edukagandradha appa na solren ungalku, because we have to make certain adjustments. Okay, now we will go to the sum and we will find out which are all the expenses and which are all the incomes. We will segregate it and then we will fix it into the debit and credit side of the profit and loss account, right? So now we are going to identify the items which will appear in the debit side and which will be appear in the credit side. We are just going to mark it whether it is a debit or credit. We know very well expenses will be on debit side and incomes will be on the credit side. Gross loss, இது வந்து நம்ம வந்து transferred from the trading account இல்லையா? Trading accountல gross lossங்கிறது வந்து credit sideல இருந்திருக்கும். இப்போ இது வந்து profit and loss accountல it will appear in the debit side, right? And promotional expenses அப்படினாலே it comes under debit side. Distribution expenses debit side. Paid அப்படினாலே expensesனால ஒண்ணுதான், so இதுவும் debit side. Interest on loan paid debit side. Packing charges on sales அப்படிங்கும்போது இது P&L தான் வரும். Okay, debit side of the P&L account. Dividend received na income, so it will appear in the credit side. Okay, then printing and stationery is an expenses, that is office expenses, so it will appear in the debit side. Okay, then legal charges nalo expenses, so debit side. Bad debts அப்படிங்கிறது it is a loss, so it will appear in the debit side. Losses and expenses on the debit side. Depreciation, this is also a loss on fixed assets, so this will also appear in the debit side. Rent received அப்படிங்கிறது income, so it will appear in the credit side. Loss by fire not covered by the insurance. Expenses and losses will be in the debit side, so this will appear in the debit side. So இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா credit sideல appear ஆகிறது dividend received and rent received. Only these two items will appear in the credit side, whereas debit sideல மீதி எல்லாமே நமக்கு வந்துரும். Okay, so இதை நம்ம debit and credit பிரகாரம் போட்டுட்டு we are going to balance it. Okay, so you are clear why we are debiting all these expenses and why we are crediting the incomes. This is a pro forma, and also we know expenses should be debited and income should be credited. Okay, this I am repeating it every now and then so that you will have a you will keep it in your mind. Profit and loss are expenses in the debit, income வந்து should be in the credit. It is a nominal account in nature அப்படிங்கறத you should keep in mind every time. Okay, so gross loss, as I said, it is transferred from the trading account. Loss அப்படிங்கறனால we are showing in the debit side. Expenses are shown in the debit side and incomes are shown in the credit side. Okay, now இப்போ we are going to balance பண்ணும்போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா நமக்கு வந்து debit sideல அதிகமா இருக்கு 1,09,000. Okay, credit sideல we have only 7,000. So in the 1,09,000 when we subtract this 7,000 we get 1,02,000. So if it is in the excess of debit அப்படின்னா this becomes a loss, that is net loss, and this net loss will be transferred to the capital account. Okay, this 1,02,000. So this is how we have to write. Excess of debit over credit gives you the net loss, and this will be transferred to the capital account 1,02,000. So this is a solution regarding exercise sum number 8 in the final accounts. Okay, hope you are clear with this. We will see in the next video the other sums. Okay, hope you are clear with this.